Hi everybody. I would like to finally get this video letter off to you, show you our studio, introduce you to my son Bill. Jennie's very nice. Just remember, Jennie's very nice. Bill is on his way to Australia, so I would like you to meet him now.
Hi, I'm Bill. I don't know what my mom meant by Jennie's very nice. Jennie's very nice, but this is Bill. I'm nice too. I really am.
He's nice too. I was just being silly.
She just hates me.
Yeah, that's why I'm sending you to Australia.
I take very bad video. I'm an audio guy,
Yes.
full. So the video of my mom that was going up and down, that was me filming.
This is our board.
It's a Soundtrack CMX 4400, a Mac 2. Yes, with sound tools.
This is what we have now, an Atari MX80, and we probably will have it overlapping for a long time with the ADAT. The first 8 tracks of ADAT's going to go in over here, and we'll build on it probably until it's a 24 track. And our effects here. Bill said we should have
Those
some
aren't our
background.
effects. These are our effects over here.
Oh, I don't know, effects
That's our
from...
outboard EQ and compression and stuff.
Oh, okay. And the Adam Smith 2600 that we never learned what to do with because I bought it at a garage sale virtually. But it certainly has a nice remote. And here's the studio itself. A Mason Hamlin, and that's one of our other engineers, Jeff Saltzman, one of our independent engineers, and they're talking to Bill. And I'm in the studio right now. These are IV poles I got at a flea market. They work pretty well for holding cords and stuff. And office dividers I got used. Can't take away my flea market mentality. The leader of the cover band that Bill is in owns a mirror company, and he put these things up for us. See, there's carpeting on the outside where we leave it most of the time. Everybody's gone but me. It's an hour later, and I just wanted to show you these mirrors. You turn them out to make the sound more live. There we go. There's also another one back here, but I was too lazy to move our Shure microphones. I keep the Shure mics back here just because it makes it easier to find things if we know that all our Shure microphones are back there. Here's some of our other microphones up front, including an old tube mic, or rather old ribbon mic that I got years ago. I don't know too many of their names. I've never learned them, except I think this is a D112 I call the Egg. But our 3 best microphones, I know what they are. We bought this Neumann U87 used a few years ago. And last year I bought a matching pair of AKG 414s. Back through the control room. Bill has always been a Beatles fan. A friend gave him this a few years ago. You can buy them in stores. Actually, our studio is two 1,000 square foot units in an industrial park. Not a very fancy industrial park. Out here is the little lobby where I work. Not fancy, but the studio looks like a studio, as you can see. We thought we'd be doing video work, but never really got into it, but I had the monitor put in when we remodeled 2 years ago and went 24 track. And out here in the other half of the building, it's really pretty funky. There's my sort of bulletin board wall. Then we go into the room that's our vocal booth, or we call it the vocal booth, but our isolation booth, but we actually don't use too often. We need to get a little better sound-wise. I think just by putting carpeting on the ceiling it might do it, or probably Sonics type stuff I guess we should use. Then on past the vocal booth we have a big room that was originally built as a rehearsal studio. Those drums are my son-in-law Alan's, my daughter Julie's husband. At the moment this room is really underutilized. It's hard just trying to keep it neat because we can't have people playing in here at the same time we're recording. It's just not soundproof enough. It's kind of ironic because our weak spot is MIDI, and here Jim is my son. We have Ron's old Atari in here, and Prophet 2000 that we bought years ago for the studio, which was a big mistake, and my husband Ron's old DX7, and we were gonna kind of try to get Bill learning something about MIDI. Bill comes from such a different background as Jim. Bill was a bass player, and he learned engineering by the seat of his pants and has really become a fine engineer. But he does mostly music groups, especially vocal groups, and just has never done much MIDI. Anyway, this just sort of sits and festers, and I don't know what's going to happen. But onward and upward. Okay, and upstairs, now we go up to our early Goodwill client lounge up the funny, funky stairs. And a lounge area where people can sit and rest. And a kitchen. And a bathroom with tie lines in it. We actually use these quite often. What we do is take down the dish drainer and put an amp up there, or put an amp on the floor right outside of the bathroom, run the lines under the door, and this way we can have good isolation. Sometimes there's an amp up here, sometimes there's also an amp in the rehearsal room downstairs that you just saw, and we can have the bass player and the guitar player themselves in the control room playing, and the drummer, whatever, in the studio, and we can get good live recordings if it's a nice tight live band, and yet have everybody isolated for 24-track recording and mixing, and that's about it.